Hey Jim, how you doing, buddy? That's okay. I just appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hey Michael, how you, buddy? What are y'all up to on Sunday afternoon? Hey there, Miss Jamie. How you doing? You got the popcorn? Hi Jim. Appreciate it, buddy. Can y'all hear me okay? I messed with the speaker the other night when I was on AR 1776 live and I messed with it a little bit. Oh, good, Jamie. All right. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, I had to change it around the other night. StreamYard. We had a heck of a time getting my mic to work. Good. Ooh, Michael. I'm glad I ain't out there doing that today. We're pushing about 90 today here. It's almost too much for me. I did work the garden this morning though while it was still cool. Good, Jamie. Good. Oh, thank you, Jamie. How's them turkeys doing, Jamie? Yeah, Michael, same here then. When it gets warm quick, don't it? Hey, Jim, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you a lot. Go out there and shoot them two new guns, too. Okay, yeah, I want to see them, Jamie. I'm still planning on getting me some chickens, but I think I'm going to wait till later on in the summer. It's so hot now. I hate to get them started out here this hot. But once the garden starts producing, then most of my work will be done anyway. I'll have to till it every now and then, but just to keep the weeds out of it. But oh, really, Jamie? How long does it take for them to hatch once you put them in like an incubator or something? Michael, you better stay hydrated, buddy. Don't kick out on us. Yeah, me too, Michael. I thought about doing it this fall when it's a lot cooler, but I don't know. Right now, I'm just so busy. I hadn't had time to get a coop going out there yet. Oh, 21 days, Jamie. I wasn't sure how long it took. Oh, she's a little broody, huh? Hey, Jen, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Hope y'all are doing good. I cooking some nice meals today. Okay, 28 for turkeys in. I didn't know that either. That takes a good while then. It's a little bit longer than I thought it would. I think I can really all I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna get me about 8 chickens, and that ought to feed us probably. That's about all I want is about 8 chickens. Because I'm not gonna be able to have a real big coop. I am gonna make them a pretty good run, but uh I might have to concrete it up around the base, keep these critters out of them. I still got those foxes and the coyotes running around here, so I'm kind of worried about them getting them if I don't concrete around the bottom of the coop. 10, yeah. Well, that probably feeds y'all just fine too. Oh, Stoney he brought me 3 18 packs from his brother's house this week. They had so many, he was glad to get rid of them, and I offered to pay him for them, but he wouldn't take no money. But that's what I sure like, is having too many eggs and not enough eggs. Because these grandkids I got, we eat 8 to 9 eggs every morning. So I mean, I need some chickens that's gonna lay pretty good. But last time I had them, I think I had 6 chickens, and I was getting a dozen eggs every other day. So I mean, if I do 8, that ought to take a load off of them, and I ought to at least be able to keep up with how much we eat. Really, Jen? Shoot, I don't. I mean, I'd like to have more than that, but I may go with 8. Oh, 8 ought to do me okay. I may go with 10, but I wouldn't have enough room to go any more than 10, because then I have to build a lot bigger coop, and I just don't have the room. Oh, okay, Jen. Well, like I said, I've had them, and they kept us in eggs pretty good. But you don't never know when old chicken snake's gonna get in there and start eating your eggs too. I kept missing eggs when I had them last time. I couldn't figure out what was going on with them, and that's what it was. I had a chicken snake in there, and sure enough, he ate an egg and he couldn't get back out through the fence. So that's when I got him and relocated him. BC Gerbs, what's up, brother Gerbs? Hey, Miss Kimmers. Oh man, I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. I love seeing all y'all stuff too. That was a cool looking spider plant too the other day. I've never seen one run that long of a runner out. I don't know, Jamie, you and Jen. I tell you what, I can't hardly watch y'all's videos because y'all kill me. I'm gonna gain 20 pounds just watching the videos. 351 Cleveland, what's up, brother? How you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Been doing all right? AAR Gun 1776. How you doing, buddy? I hate that I missed the live last night. I didn't see your text message till it was late. We had a birthday party for my grandbaby, and by the time I saw it, it was over. But I appreciate you inviting me. I'd have done it if I'd have saw the email. Right, Jamie. Dark 30, what's up, Kyle? You doing all right, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I know AR Guns is sitting home sweating it out if he ain't in that air conditioning because it's hot. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Yeah, it was my littlest one. She was 4. We had one of those slides with the water and all. They stayed in that water from daylight to dark yesterday. Oh, good, 351. I hope you catching a bunch of them. I wish I was out there with you. I'd probably jump in right now, hot as it is. Yeah, I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good. Just kind of taking the day off today. I worked in the garden this morning, but I hadn't done anything once it got real hot. Yeah, it is, AR. It's hot. Yeah, they had a ball, Jim. They had a real good time. Well, same here, AR guns. Oh, he's doing good. He's a mess. We got a call from the teacher. He hit some kid with a crayon at recess the other day, and he got in trouble about that. But he's a sweet kid. He's rough. But they only got about another week of school, and they'll all be out, so they'll all be here every day. I'm gonna have to go on vacation when they all get out of school. Let me see. Maddie, the one that was at the beginning of one of my other videos, she's 4. Aiden is 5, and then Lana is 5, or she's 4. She'll be no, she's 5. She's 5 too. Yeah, I'm always getting. Well, my daughter is. She's always getting calls from the principal, and then of course she tells me about it. Like I said, he's a good kid. He don't like being at school. He likes being out in the outside. They run barefoot, can't keep shoes on them. It's something else. Well, Jim, Tom's getting pretty big. He ain't no little one no more, though. Thanks, AR. I appreciate it, brother. I agree, Jim. I agree. I try and get him out with me every chance I get. And that Maddie, she's a pistol. When she gets old enough, I'll have to be taking her too. I'm gonna take them fishing this summer. Hey Enos, how you doing, brother? Bluegrass trapping. You working tonight? I think it is too, AR. I think they need a little of both. They got to have their schooling, but you know, when they get home, they don't need to be sitting in front of a TV or playing a game. They need to be out running. Oh, I know, Jen. That's what I said though. He's done growed up now. Oh, I hate that for you, Enos. I enjoyed your live yesterday. You need to do some more of them. A lot of good folks here today. A lot of good folks. And if anybody wants to throw their links out for each other, you're welcome to do it. I don't care. Uh-oh. Hang on. Well, why ain't this working? Here we go. All right. I got it took care of. Sorry. I clicked a button. If I click a button, I screwed it up. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to StreamYard, I think, next week. if I can figure it all out. AR is going to help me with it. He's a computer whiz. I don't know nothing about this stuff. G23 is going to help me too. Yeah, hey, tell me about it, Enos. I'm the same way. If I push one wrong button, it's over. I can't figure it out. My daughter does all my editing stuff on all my videos. She does all that. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Paul goes outdoors. Hope you've been out fishing today. I enjoyed that last video. David Malloy, how you doing, brother? Well, me and you stuck in the same boat, David. I'll let the younger ones figure it all out. As long as she don't get mad. If she ever gets mad at me, I'm messed up. My channel will bomb. I can't do any of that stuff. Oh, good, Paul. I hope you catch some good ones. I need to be out there in the boat today. Okay, AR, no problem. Hey, that's cool, Paul. I just appreciate you dropping in, buddy. If you're listening, we're talking, so it'll work. Yeah, I thought I had me another trapping job, beaver job, but so far I ain't got the call back on it. So hopefully I'll hear something middle of this next week. Dan Davis is gonna send me a little bit of his homemade castor gland. I want to try it out. I bet it's some good stuff. He says it's a lot stronger than the commercial stuff. Well, that's the way you got to do it, Enos. I mean, I did when I first started out. I was doing my own stuff, but I done forgot how to do it because my daughter's been doing it so long now. I'd have to go back and relearn everything again. I did a few on my phone too, and that was actually easier to me than going through the studio. But it's just awkward for me to hold my phone up and do stuff. I have to do it on my GoPro. I tell you what, I got lots of little tomatoes on my tomato bushes, and uh, what else we got? We got some broccoli up now, and we got lots of squash, crookneck and or straight neck and zucchinis, blooms, a lot of blooms. I should be getting some stuff out of it pretty soon. Do you, Jen? Yeah, to me it was easier, especially when I was doing it, to use the phone. Oh, awesome, David. Congratulations. Y'all have a fun time. Don't let me hold y'all back. That's awesome. Yeah, Enos, hook up with AR Guns. He'll help you out with anything, you guys. A good fella. He helped me a lot the other night. Well, if you got the software, it's easy on the laptop too. It just takes me a while. I mean, I can cut the clips down. It's just doing the extra stuff that takes me a long time. Now AR, I bet you could pick it right up. You are good with software configuration though, because you walked me through that the other night. so fast. It would have took me all night to figure. I would have never been on your live stream if you hadn't have done that. That's one thing I need to do, Jen, is I got to get better at doing thumbnails. My thumbnails stink. I see a lot of people's got cool looking thumbnails, and I can't, I don't know how to do all that stuff. And I don't think my daughter knows how to do it. Oh, and I like your intro and outro stuff, Jen. Looks good. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all all got each other. You might have each other by now, but y'all pick each other up. Like I said, you're welcome to put your links out there if you want to. Uh, you know. Yeah, Enos, I'm the same way. I don't have a good logo either. And I need to make a decent intro or trailer for the channel, but I don't know how to do that stuff either. Mine looks pretty wanky, really. Oh yeah, I like it, Jen. Yeah, maybe if I had time to sit down and go through with my daughter, we might could do one. But I just don't have a whole lot of time right now. And since I'm not, anywhere near being monetized, I don't really worry about it right now. All right, Enos. Yeah. Hey, AR, put your put your channel link out there so Bluegrass will pick you up. Oh, that'll be a good one, AR. I'll be there. I'll watch. I think I missed your morning coffee live too. Oh, Jen, I'm only at like 2,800. I've been sitting at 2,800 for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. It goes up and down, but it just hovers right around 2,800 for some reason. There you go, Enos. AR put his link out there. It just never I mean, it stays the same just about all the time. Wait a minute. Where'd David go? Hey, Expeditionary Johnny, how you doing, brother? I hope I didn't miss you when you came in. Hope you're doing all right today, buddy. Oh, that'll be cool, AR. Yeah, the way my way my shed is out here, I can't position anything good. Oh, thanks, Jen. I ain't real worried about it. I mean, I didn't get into it. I didn't get started doing it thinking about monetizing anyway. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, I just have fun doing my videos. Now I give the grandkids something to watch once I croak. Good deal, Enos. Good deal. Oh, that's good, Johnny. Don't get caught, but I appreciate you doing that. Hope you haven't. Oh, let me see. Man, I hate you having to work on Sunday too. You and Enos having to work today. Hey, Enos, I appreciate you hanging in here as long as you can, brother. I don't fault nobody for having to go to work. But yeah, I appreciate it. And get you another live going when you can sit down and take a little more time with it. Mossy Horn Hunter, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Getting the garden ready. Yeah, it's probably finally warmed up there now. I talked to Miss Judy from Judy and Spirit. She said it got up to 90 there where she's at in Michigan. Good, Jen. Yeah. Hey Dave. Dave Collier Camping. How you doing? I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Hope you're doing all right on Sunday afternoon. Hey G23, how you doing, brother? I caught you live today. I'm sorry I watched the replay. I'm sorry I missed you live. I was gone all day yesterday. Had some good stuff on it though. I enjoyed the part about the stuff about monetization and the copyright stuff. I learned a good bit from that. Good, Dave. I'm glad you're doing good, buddy. Cooking up something on the grill today or taking it easy? Hey, Gary Meldrum, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. You been doing all right, Gary? I like it, Michael. I think I might have said on one of my videos, I won that at my dentist office, and for getting referrals, to the dentist office. I didn't expect to win it. I referred a few people and they showed up and they called me and said I won the green egg. And I like it. I don't know if I would have went out and bought one, but now after having it, I would have definitely went out and bought one. But mine's just a smaller one. My son just bought that humongous one. I think it was about a grand for that thing, but he loves it too. Yeah, I enjoyed it, G23. I don't blame you, Dave. That's all I've been doing all afternoon. I worked in the garden a little bit this morning, and then once it got hot, that was it for me. Oh man, Gary, you can film that. You have to tell us how it went, though, Gary. That's gonna be an awesome trip. Boys are gonna love it too. Oh, good, Dave. I know a lot of people said they've been cold and dreary and wet, and I think Jamie said it's been real wet where they're at, but we hadn't had any rain in over a week. Okay, Jen, thanks so much. I appreciate you listening and leaving it on. I really do. Go on and get you some good food, though. I know y'all gonna make something good to eat. 81, Dave. Yeah, we're pushing 90 here today. I think it was like a 15% chance of rain, so I don't see us getting any. Oh, good, Gary. Yeah, I want to see that. That'd be cool. I'll make sure old Stoney sees them too. Nah, AR, it's been dry as a bone here for about a week, and the way it looks, we're not supposed to get any rain till maybe the end of the week, but I don't think there's more than a 40 or about a 40% chance all week. So I don't think we'll get it. I think it'll fall apart before it gets to us. Oh, really, Johnny? I bet that's when it gets humid right there, man. But I know our garden needs the rain, but I hate rain. I just despise it. So I'd rather water the garden and have it dry than rain all week. Oh, hang on, Johnny. Let me give you a wrench. There we go. Yeah, I agree, G23. I'd rather water the garden and let it be dry. Yeah, if my grass dies, I don't care. That's just less I got to cut with a mower. Oh, really, Gary? Yeah, you're going to have to show me that on a video too. Yeah, mine got real high the other day, Johnny, and then finally, when the rain stopped for a week, now it's kind of died back. Luckily, a lot of the weeds are dying. The grass will come back out, but maybe the weeds won't. I had to do a bunch of spraying down around the woods line too. I sprayed 30 gallons of Roundup and Brush Buster out there the other day. It's finally killing some of that stuff back. I got a lot of wisteria down around the back of the yard. If I don't keep that stuff killed out, it's you can't hardly control it. Paul, I hope you catch some good ones once you get over there, buddy. Oh, Chris and G23, everybody. I showed these to AR the other night. That's my first attempt at loading. Of course, it's just dummy bullets, but I spent a lot of time getting to know my dies and practice my crimping and my sizing and all that. So I'm hoping next week I'm gonna load me up about 15 rounds with 3 different loads and take them out and test them in my 38 special. Yeah, I spray as much weed killer as I can, AR. That way I don't have to weed eat. Weed eating kills me. No, Gary, we went in and pulled the traps a couple of days ago. We didn't get any more hits on it, and there may still be a female in there, but if she's in there, we'll get a call back on it. I thought I was going to start another job, but I hadn't heard from them people yet. I may try and contact them tomorrow because it sounded like a pretty good job. I appreciate it, Dave. Thanks, Dan. I'm hoping I did okay. I mean, everything fit the cylinders good, and the overall case length was right. Actually, I checked it against some hollow points I had. Now, the overall length of the bullet was a little bit shorter, but I think it's because of the round nose instead of the flat hollow point. But it wasn't over the overall length, so I know I'm all right on that. Hey Phil, Rockwood 64, how you doing, buddy? Hope y'all are doing all right down your way today. Hey Tim S, how you doing, brother? We're doing good here. We just yapping it up a little bit. Phil, your deer cooler going good? What you up to today, Tim? You're looks like you're the only one that got rain, Tim. We were just talking about that. We hadn't had any over a week, and it don't look like we got any coming next week. If we do, it'll be one of those bad summer thunderstorms, and it'll wash everything away. It won't soak in. Hey, Cody, after five outdoors, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you stopping in. You working today, or you just got the day off? Shoot, Phil, I don't think the economy's going to have nothing to do with deer hunting this year. You're going to be stacked up as many folks as you can. I guarantee you, you'd stay packed. Now, I may be wrong. I don't know. I don't know anything about business, but I know there's a lot of folks that deer hunt no matter what the economy is. Of course, they may do their own deer out. That's the worst kind. It'll do that. It'll go a week or two and no rain and everything the ground gets real hard and then that stuff just washes, you know. Okay, Cody. Well, be safe out there. Been doing any fishing this week? Hey, Mark J. Larson, how you doing, brother? What you up to today? Is y'all's turkey season over now? Now, Cody, I think I'll let you keep it and I'll just water the garden because I'm kind of enjoying not having any rain right now. There's probably a lot of folks that really want it, but I don't care if my grass grows or not. I'll water the garden. Grass can die for all I care. I haven't been, Gary. I haven't had time to do anything. Uh, Maybe next week we might get the boat out and go. I need to. Yeah, I hear you, Tim. Toad stranglers and gully washers. Hey, Anita, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. I enjoyed your video this morning. Good, Cody. I hope y'all catch some good ones. We might try and get out. I mean, I'd love to. I need to go fishing bad. Okay, I thought it was Mark. Yeah, sounds like everybody's mowing grass today. Oh, okay, Cody. I wondered about that. If y'all were finally melted out. Really, G23? That's a lot of rain. Yeah, I'm sure. Now I know why you're saying you had enough. Tactical Fud, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Oh, Mark, let me give you a wrench, Mark. Thought I had one. There we go. Oh, thank you, Anita. It's always nice to see you too. I appreciate you stopping in. We're gonna probably be doing a lot of outdoorsy talk, but I appreciate you having it. Of course, Jen and Jamie keep it going good for us. That's fine, Jamie. I know you're here. I know you're always here. That's the way I do most of my lives, is I'll sit and listen or catch the replays, one of the two. Oh, hang on, Cody. Let me get this took care of. There we go. Woo! All right, Gary. I don't blame you. Enjoy them, brother. Go ahead and throw one on there for me and cook it up. I'll see you, buddy. Thanks a lot for coming in. Yeah, I know, Anita. It'd be a lot quieter during the week, wouldn't it? Or the weekend. Everybody just had one day they mowed or weed eated. Oh yeah, Cody. We're pushing 90 today, and it's supposed to be even hotter during the week. So I don't see it letting up either. Once it hits high 80s or 90s, that's pretty much what we stay in for the rest of the summer. And we'll be pushing 100 a few days. Are y'all, Mark? Y'all getting a lot of rain too? I guess it's all staying up north and Midwest because we hadn't got nothing. Oh, that's good, Anita. I love it too. I just never get to go anymore. I will be going soon, though. Oh, appreciate it, Dan. Oh, really? Tactical Foot? Well, it's I don't think we're gonna get any for a while, the way it looks. Oh yeah, yeah, Cody. And it's hotter here than it is in Chattanooga. I know we went one year, we went up to Lookout Mountain and Ruby Falls and all with the kids when they were babies. And it was so hot they puked all day. Puked that formula up. It was a most miserable trip. And I thought it was supposed to be cooler in the mountains, but it wasn't. Yeah, I agree, Mark. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I love 60s. It's fine with me. If it was 65 to 70 year round, and I'd be a happy fella. Yeah, that's true, G23. But y'all usually get a good, do y'all keep a decent breeze there, though, being that close to the ocean? That's one thing I always liked about being on the coast anywhere. It seemed like you always got a decent breeze blowing. Yeah, I think I remember that, Cody. Yeah, see, if there's any kind of breeze, I'm all right. But when it's just stagnant, and to see the one thing about the South is when it gets like that, we got like 80, 90% humidity every day. And that's what kills me. I don't mind the heat, but man, when you get out there and it's so humid, everything's just sticky and wet. I can't stand that. Hey, oh, ain't no way, Cody. I talked to Mark J. Larson about that already. I was talking about it being like 28 or 30 degrees here, and I was all bundled up. I was freezing to death out on the trap line, and he just laughed at me. He said, "Man, it's like minus 20 degrees that up here." And I said, "No, ain't no way. I'd never leave the potbelly stove if it was like that for me." Oh gosh, G23. Well, heck, y'all not like we are then. Yeah, man, that's rough. The humidity just sucks it out of you. No wonder you're always wearing shorts. Oh man. Yeah, I don't like extreme heat or extreme cold. I just like it in the middle. And when I was a young guy, I the colder the better. I loved it. But the older I get, I just my body can't take it anymore. Oh, good. That's good, AR. Let me hit that, Anita. There. Yeah, any of y'all don't have each other, pick each other up. And if you need to run links, run links. It don't matter to me. Cody, I'm sitting at about 2,800 hours. I've been there for a couple of months now. It just don't go. It goes up and down, but it stays right around 2,800. So, I just kind of don't worry about it anymore. I just keep making videos. Sooner or later, I'll have a viral video and I'll get 4,000 watch hours. Told my daughter, I said, I'm gonna have to cut off a body part accidentally or something so I can get 4,000 views. Well, I don't blame you, G23. I mean, well, if your weather stays like that a lot, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. No, I'm not, Cody. I don't need fame and fortune that much. But I am liable to crash something or fall off something or, take a nosedive in the lake when I'm beaver trapping. You don't ever know about that. Hey, County Line Adventures. I'm planning that. I'm gonna try and stay intact if I can. And I'm sorry if I missed you when you came in. I didn't see you. Yeah, let me see. There we go. Okay, anybody that's a mod, run each other's links because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. AR, you can run anybody you want. I don't know how to do any links. Yeah, I agree, County Line. I agree with that. Oh, I know, Cody. And I thought it was gonna be hard getting the subs, but that ain't the problem. It's the fourth, and I think it used to be 3,000, and then when I got a little closer, it jumped up to 4,000, if I remember. Because I thought, well, I might actually make it, and then it went to 4,000 like a year or two ago. Well, we're gonna take care of that G23. I'm gonna share you out. Maybe you can pick up a few. I mean, it takes a long. It took me about a year and a half, I guess, just to get the 1,000. But I can't get the hours. That's my problem. Thanks, AR. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I got mine broke into playlist, Mark. Yeah, anybody wants to run my playlist, I'd appreciate it. What I used to do is just put them on when you go to bed, turn the sound down, and run them. Well, it don't matter, Cody. We got plenty of good folks in here at camp. And that's pretty bad when it's my live and I don't know how to run links. So I have to figure that one out for next week. I do know how to make people moderators though. Well, I get a lot of that too, County Line. I'll try and share all y'all's channels out on my community tab when I can sit down and put them out. I do know how to do that. Or I'll share out one of your videos. Maybe people will go over and watch them. Really, G23? Well, one thing is you get the gun community and you got a lot of subs from the gun community. I do so many different things on my channel. I guess it kind of crosses over, and that's helped me out a lot because I do a lot of different stuff on my channel, which is fine. Some people might not like it, some people will like it, and then the others like the other thing I'm doing. So plus I can't trap year round, so. Yeah, we'll work on that, y'all. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, any of y'all that want to run each other's links, that's good. Cody, that's one thing I have figured out. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, AR. See, that's a good bunch of folks we got. That's what I like about this because we got folks from every different genre, and everybody's cool. Everybody's good folks. They help each other out. Yeah, that's kind of weird, G23. You'd figure that I don't know, put like and subscribe at the end or something, or say, hey, how about give me a like and subscribe to my channel or something. What I'm looking for is your crabbing videos. That's what I want to see. I want to see you do some crabbing. I ought to draw some folks in. Right, Mark? Hey, Mark, I sent my hides off to Moyle Mink and Tannery the other day. I sent mine, and Stony had 2 or 3 that I threw in there with my stuff. $912 this year. I might have to learn how to do a better job tanning hides, I guess. Plain old Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you're gonna fit right in there, Chuck, because that's all I do. I mostly sit here and watch the side chat. I just push buttons and let everybody else make the show. I appreciate you coming in too, buddy. Hope your Sunday's going good. Yeah, do that, G23. It might stick something in their head, you know. I used to say it all the time. Now I just put it at the end of my video. Hey, County Line, I appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming in. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, that's what I said too, Mark. But you know, I'm saving my hides up for 5 years, and then I'm gonna start taking them around to shows, and I think I'll be able to unload them because I'm just not giving them to them for the prices they're paying right now at the fur market. Well, that's me, Cody. I do put it. I write it at the end of my outro, and if they want to do it or not, but I wasn't getting a whole lot when I said it on there. I did better just writing it down on there. Water the field. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming by. I'm doing good. You out grilling today? Oh, good, Chuck. Is it you going to a camp out, or are you just taking a family trip, or what are you doing in Kentucky? Good, Cody. Yeah, so y'all pick each other up. Hang on, let me give Chuck a. Where is Chuck? All right, there's water to field. There, you got a wrench. Plain old Chuck. You got a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench today. Hey, Hip, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. Here you go. Let me give you one too. Everybody needs a wrench. You can put your link on Hippocrates if you want to. Everybody's picking each other up. Got a lot of good folks on here. Y'all make sure you go back and watch a video now and leave them a comment. Meet up. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me open this door. Oh, I had to cut my air conditioner and my fans off in here, and I'm dying in this shed out here. That'll be fun, Chuck. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, buddy? You sweating it out up there where you at like I am here? Oh, that'll be fun, Chuck. Hope there's a bunch of folks show up out there. I ain't no problem, Kyle. We're having fun just yapping and throwing links and stuff out. There you go, hypocrites. No problem, brother. No grilling today, my brother. But still got to come. Hey, well, that's a gimme there, water to field. You got to have that, even if you don't cook out. Kyle, what are you doing on Sunday afternoon today? Thanks, Tim. Bobby Shane, how you doing? Oh, some kind of bug flew in. Yeah, I got Bobby. I got some coons. I got an otter and some coyotes and a little bit of everything. Yeah, everybody's doing that today, Kyle. Everybody. Except me. I'm too lazy. I did my little bit this morning and I'm done. Cooks, catapults, and miscellaneous debris. Hey, brother, I looked for you on my channel list the other night, and you're missing. Somebody throw up Cooks, catapults, and miscellaneous debris channel link so I can hit back on his channel again. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. It's just you're missing. Because I've been trying to catch up. Anybody that does the slingshot challenges, y'all need to check out Cook's Catapults and Miscellaneous Debris. Because that man is a slingshot extraordinaire. Man, I hope you're doing good out there, out your way. We're burning up over here on the south side. Hey, I appreciate it, County Line. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to, Bobby. I mean, I hadn't sold any yet, but I've got a bunch more furs at the tannery right now. So when I get them back, I'll have I mean, I got beavers, coyotes, got a little bit of everything, coons. So I will be selling some. I got my email in my about page if you want to contact me about them. Okay, I hit a button there. Yeah, see, my chat went away. Oh, that's cool. Cody, I didn't know that either. I knew I could make mods, but I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I know, Cooks. I don't know what happened. But I had that happen with 3 or 4 or 5 channels I've noticed. All of a sudden, they mysteriously got gone. So, and I always dig your videos. That's why I hadn't been watching any. I'll make sure it gets straightened out, though. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, y'all go check out Cook's Catapult. I'm telling you, he's jam up. Hey, now that's an idea right there, G23. I cut many a yards when I was a kid in high school. Heck, I did it when I was a kid in elementary school. That's how I made my running money back when I was a kid. We caught that one, Kyle. That's the only one we caught, but I'm hoping to start a new job next week if I get to. He was a big one though. He was a golly whopper. Hey, no problem, brother. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I'm gonna take care of it though. He should be now, Mark. I thought I'd give him a wrench. Cody, I think it's gonna be ugly this year. I think it's gonna be worse than it was last year because Russia's our number one market and China's our number two market, and China's not going to do anything that's going to boost our economy and knock Russia's economy out. So I don't see it getting any better this upcoming season. That's why I'm just stockpiling everything I catch. I mean, I'm having them tanned. It's costing me a chunk up front. But when I take them, I'll take them like the Buckaramas and the Fisheramas and all the different shows around Georgia. And I think I'll make a return on it, I hope. Or either I'm losing a lot of money trapping, one of the two. My daughter said, "You're not a very savvy trapper. You lose money." I said, "Yeah." Yeah, it's going to be bad coming up. Well, if you do, Tim, let me know. I'll pay you for them. I need a lot of willows or hoops or something. Hey, Waterfield, I appreciate it, brother. Nah, you don't kick back and have you a few cool ones. And I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. Hope y'all have a fun Sunday evening. Hey, Kyle, I hear you on that, brother. Get out there and keep that meat on the grill. I appreciate it too. Oh, I agree, AR. That's been in his mind for a while. Well, Tim, I wish it would, but I really don't think it ever will. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool, Cooks. That'd be cool. I tell you what, remind me of it when it's coming up because that's trapping season, but I would take off and come to that and bring my furs. See, stuff like that's where I plan on selling. That we used to do a lot of muzzleloader rendezvous. And if I find out where those are at, I'm gonna probably set up a booth there. Hey Raymond, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you being here. You got that grill fired up today? I hadn't been on YouTube today, so I don't know if you posted anything after this morning or not. Yeah, everybody say hey to Raymond. Hey Tim, I appreciate it, brother. I really do. Hey, AR, it'd be the last grill you ever got, I guarantee you. It would they'll last forever. That's why I'm glad I used to go through a grill or two every summer. As much as I grill, I'd burn the bottoms out of them. And that egg's hanging in there tough. And I mean, I burn it 600 degrees sometimes. Okay, Raymond. Yeah, Raymond can sling some stuff on the grill now. He always does it about the time I start getting hungry too. Then I have to go in there and cook. AR, I've got the medium size one. I don't know what the width is, but I mean it might be a 24-inch, something like that, 28-inch. But my son's got the big one. It's like 30 inches or 32 inches. That's a big honking egg. You can cook you cook two turkeys on that one he's got. And there's one even bigger than that that they say you can cook three full turkeys on that thing at one time. Oh, really, Cooks? That's awesome. I got to get back on your channel and check all your videos out because I probably missed 3 months worth of videos. That'd be cool though. Hey, County Line, these are all super good folks, and they come from every type of channel. But that's what I like about everybody. I don't come in here with an agenda or topics. I know a lot of channels do, but I just like everybody to talk about different things because that way everybody's got something in common, and they're all good folks. Now I love all their channels too. So yeah, it's a big old egg, Cook. I mean, I don't need anything that big, but I wish I did have one size larger. But I mean, I can cook a good bit of stuff on mine. I can put three racks of baby backs on there at one time. But that's about, and that's plenty for me and the grandkids here. So I can do 2 beer can chickens at one time on mine. Oh, that'd be neat, Raymond. Now I wish there was some way to rig up a rotisserie on mine, and there may be an attachment for that, but I've never seen it because I like to do rotisserie stuff. Oh, I appreciate it, Mark. I really do. I always watch your how-to videos because I don't know how to do much. Oh, does it remind you of Deliverance, Cody? That's what most people say about Georgia folks. Yeah, that's where they made that movie Deliverance, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, y'all know Judith and Dan Davis finally got him some pigs on his trail cam videos with his corn. I'm hoping Dan be able to set a trap and catch that big old mama hog. Really, Cooks? That's I'm still planning on doing a beaver this when it gets cold this fall or winter. We caught that one the other day, and I was that close to cooking it, but we didn't know how long he'd been in the trap. And being 90 degrees out here, I was scared to do it. I said, I'm gonna wait, and when I catch me one this winter, I'm gonna smoke him. I'm gonna smoke it just like brisket. Mark J. Larson's cooked a bunch of them. Mark's cooked good, beaver real good. I never tried bobcat, but I've heard it's good. First, I got to catch a bobcat. I ain't been able to do that yet. Yeah, I like Chattanooga, Cody. My daughter used to live up in where'd she live? Asheville, West. That's North Carolina though. She lived up in Asheville. That's beautiful up there. Wow, mountain lion. I didn't know that, Mark. I imagine it'd be about the same thing, wouldn't it? course, I don't know. It may be like a difference between a deer and an elk. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna cook one this winter. Do a catch and cook on it. Yeah, cooks. Let me know when it gets close to time for that rendezvous. Let me know. Just send me a message in my about page. I dig coming to that. Really, Mark? Well, see, I thought about doing that too. If I caught two in a row or two together, I thought maybe I've heard that it's good like in the crock pot with, kind of like a beef stew too. So I may just try it prepare it two or three different ways and see which way we like it best. I'll bring my buddies over here and make them test it. Yeah, I imagine so, Cody. It's I tell you what, I feel sorry for the game guys down here because state of Georgia's don't pay nothing. I mean, them guys and they work hard for what they're getting paid. Because I looked into it before I got on the fire department, and I thought, I can't work for that. But they're a good bunch of folks. I had our ranger called me the other day, and he thought I was had a nuisance trapper license. I said, no, I'm just a commercial trapperman or trapper. But he said, well, no, I got to have a nuisance trapper to do. I don't know what he was trying to catch. Oh, I'm sure I would, Cooks. I bet I would a lot. Oh, really, Cody? Well, I mean, it's a shame too because I know what's involved in it and the training and you're out there by yourself 90% of the time. Anything could happen to you. It should pay more than that. Of course, 90% of our state jobs here don't pay anything anyway. DOT workers, all that doesn't pay anything. I mean, heck, fire department, police department didn't pay a whole lot when I first started on the fire department, but eventually they bumped it up and it got better. Now I think they make pretty good. My daddy, they didn't make nothing when he came on fire department. Hey Garen, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in, my friend. You doing all right today on Sunday? Oh no, thank you, Cody. I'm telling you, I done my time, but you're still out there beating the streets. So I tell you, I wouldn't want to do the fire thing anymore. Not nowadays. It's a lot of things have changed, but it was a good career. I did it for 30 years. It was a good career, and I got a good pension out of it. So okay, Garen, awesome. Woo! Well, you're a young man, Cody. So I've been over the hill for a while, but it'll go by fast. Just be careful, be safe out there. uh well, cooks. There's a lot of jobs out there that I think need to get paid more, but I don't know. If you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't be out there doing it, I guess. I mean, I knew when I came on I wasn't going to make a lot of money, but we did have decent benefits. And that's the reason I went ahead and took the job, because for times like now, I did have good benefits. Backwoods Barbarian, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Let me see here. There you go. You got a wrench. What you been up to, buddy? Yeah. Everybody pick up Backwoods Barbarian if you don't have him. Good fella. Very talented outdoorsman, too. Oh, cool. I'm sure that'd make a good video, Backwoods. Yeah, somebody please throw up Backwoods channel link too. Oh, thank you, Tim. Man, you were Johnny on the spot. I missed it on that one. I think I'm on delay because everybody's a little bit ahead of me or something. Raymond. Hey, I hear you. I hear you, Backwoods. That's the way to do it. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start calling Tim Lightning Cooks. He's quick on the draw. You shoot that good, Tim? Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, buddy? Been out fishing today? Hey, Cody, I really appreciate you hanging in here with me while you could, buddy. Be safe out there and have a good shift. And I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I hear you, Tim. I hear you. It's rough. I just found a couple of new gun stores though that I'm gonna check some stuff out. Actually, I'm going by one tomorrow, and hopefully, I don't know if they have any reloading stuff or not, but I'm gonna check out their bullet prices anyway. I'm gonna try and load those 38 specials this week if I don't go fishing. If I go fishing, I ain't gonna have time, but I like to do that. I got some some lead. I'd like to cast up some bullets, but it's getting mighty hot to be casting right now. I think it'd be a lot cooler fishing. At least I can jump in the water every so often and cool off. I imagine the brim are still on the bed here. I don't know. Thanks, Raymond. Awesome, Jeremy. I tell you what, I've got to get out on the water. There's no two ways about it. I wonder if old Georgia boy's out on the lake today. He said he was planning on getting out. Yeah, I know, Jeremy. That's the only thing about here. I might have to go early in the morning if I get out because this when it hits these 90-degree days, I can't stay out. I think we're gonna put a bimini top on that boat, but we ain't got one on it right now. Raymond, I think that's gonna be the tickets night fishing. We talked about doing that, just going and tying off under a bridge somewhere and night fish all night. Yeah, me too, backwoods. We talking about that earlier. I can't take the extreme heat. I'm too old and fat for it now. Cooks, I'm closest to West Point and Wedowee and down in Bartlett's Ferry in Alabama. But I can get over to what's the one in Gainesville? No, not Gainesville. I can't remember the other one. It's a little further north. I usually head south and fish those lakes below me. Think so, Jeremy? Yeah, I like to get to the lake before daylight, and then as soon as the sun's coming up, get out there and catch them as many as we can, as fast as we can. Because usually by lunchtime, last year when I was fishing that kayak in those little small reservoirs, good lord, and sitting in that kayak, I'd be dying by 11 o'clock. It'd be 90, 95 degrees, and it's hot in that little kayak. Really, backwoods. That's staying cool right there. I don't know if I could do that because I know how on the other end of the spectrum how cold it could get. Oh, really, Jeremy? Well, might as well pack it up and head on over there then if fishing slowed down. Oh, good, AR. I appreciate it, brother. We're still here. Oh yeah, Jeremy. I got something wrong with my heater right now. Luckily, I ain't using it, but I think it's my the little thing that kicks the heat exchanger on, that little solenoid little thing. But the air's working fine, so I hadn't worried about it right now. Hey, Nunya, Texas. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. What you up to today? You out fishing? Okay, Backwoods. Ah, Mark, y'all all like that cold, cold weather. Yeah, I mean, like I said, 60 degrees, 65 degrees is fine with me year round. I don't mind. I don't care. I don't want it to get hotter or colder than 65 to 70. Hey, Jeremy, I appreciate it, brother. Hope they don't wear you out on that job, buddy. Oh, good Lord, 103. Man, that's rough, 103. I don't think I could go out of the house when it's 103. Whew. Yeah, that's a rough day right there, buddy. Clearing land down on your property, Nunya. Yeah, that's about all I got behind the house now is pine trees. Everything else is that's all I got. I do got a few hardwoods back, some old scrub sweet gum trees. They ain't no good for nothing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, much better to have an orchard than pine trees, that's for sure. Yeah, I took care of it, Nunya. I think the pine tree market here in Georgia took a dump. I don't think they're not paying anything for pines right now. Oh, pine beetles. Yeah, you better get them all out of there. I think that's what's happening to a lot of my trees back here. I believe it's got pine beetles. I've lost 2 or 3 trees in the last year or so. I talked about getting a mill 2 or 3 times, but I never did. Uh, Go over and check out Cabot Bluegill. Howard Webster, he's got a mill. Man, he mills down some nice wood. I think it runs on the PTO on his tractor, if I remember right. Hey, Cooks, I really appreciate it, brother. And I'm going to take care of that. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to make sure I get back on your channel again. I don't know what happened. But y'all have a fun afternoon. I appreciate you being in here, brother. Wow, that's some good sized logs. That's some real big logs. There's a mill down the road from me, but he's having to charge so much because of fuel right now that I'm not so sure it'd be any cheaper than buying it at the lumber yard, unless you wanted to make it true dimensional, you know. I don't think Howard's mill would do anything quite that big. I may be surprised, it might, but all my family was sawmillers. Worked at the sawmill for years and years. I kind of wish some of them had stayed in it. It sure would be handy having family that was still sawmilling now. Well, I don't blame you. Just burn it up and clear it out. What kind of orchard you putting in? What type of trees? I may have missed that earlier. Raymond, have y'all warmed up over your way yet? Oh yeah, yeah. That's gold right there, Nunya. That's much better than pines for sure. Good, Raymond. How's your sunflower doing? Probably getting pretty big now that it's warming up. I hadn't even planted mine yet. I hadn't even put them in the garden yet. Man, that's awesome, Nunya. That is too cool. My aunt always had uh, uh, bananas and what else they grow? They had orange trees, bananas, something else. They always did good here in Georgia. Oh, that's good, Raymond. Well, it hung in there through that cold weather. I tell you what, that's something. I had a lot of my flowers. We had a frost. It was nice and warm. Been hot for a month. And all of a sudden, we had a frost come in and killed a lot of my flowers. But I waited on the garden long enough till after the last frost, and everything's hanging in there here good now. Oh, good, Nunny. My corn's only up probably about 18 or 20 inches now. Corn's it's been growing slow this year for some reason, but they're all healthy stalks. It's just slow growing. Critter 9A, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. I've got to I got to get on the forum too after this live. If you see something from Craig Wall, that's me. So I'll do that. I didn't do it after AR's live the other night, but I'll get it in there. Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon, Critter. Oh, I know, Raymond. Oh, your video, you could tell it was cold, and that thing hung in there. It did real good. Oh, Critter, same way here. I'm watering the garden about at least every other day, maybe every third day. because we hadn't any rain in over a week and don't look like we're going to get any for another week. But I just get up early in the morning and water everything. So far, none of my leaves are dying back or yellowing or anything. So, which I guess that's better than being flooded and having real rainy, because that's usually when all my tomatoes crap out, is when it gets real wet for too long. My tomatoes get that blight on the leaves and they all fall off. Yep, Critter made it in here. AR. You got you a pretty good little garden this year, Critter? Yeah, Raymond. Well, yours ought to do good now that it's finally warmed up there. Mine really didn't take off down here till it started hitting the low 80s. And then everything seemed to really bust out. I need to put some of that fish emulsion out probably by next weekend. I try and do that about once a month, and it kickstarts them. I fertilized when I first planted everything, but I don't like to keep fertilizing too much. I don't want to burn them up. Oh, Lord, Critter, I didn't know that. We're not at severe levels yet. We're just having a dry spell. I hope y'all don't have any more fires, especially if the wind's up. When our relative humidity gets real low, that's when they usually put burn bans out here. But of course, we're under a burn ban now all the way to winter. We can't burn in the summer here. Yeah, Mark J. Larson will send you some down, Critter. They've been getting swamped up there. Mark, you got a garden up your way, Mark? I didn't know. I don't know if I ever asked you if you had a garden. Hope that wasn't too loud. I don't mind watering like that every 3 or 4 days, but here where I live, when I use water, I'm on city water. So when I use the water, they automatically double my bill because they charge me for sewage too. And I had to go round and round with them last year. I said, look, I'm running water in the garden. I'm not taking more showers and flushing the toilet more, so that shouldn't double. I mean, I had like an $80 or $90 water bill, water and septic, and they finally took the septic off the bill. Hey, Mark, that's the way to go. I wish my sisters had gardens. I'd go over their house and get it. I hear you, Critter. I tell you, it's been so dry here. When we were beaver trapping the other day, you couldn't even see any tracks around the lake where the beaver was coming in and out. The only thing you could see was the runs where they had come up out of the lake. But I mean, there's no tracks on the ground anywhere. I'd hate to be trapping coyotes right now. That ground's hard as a rock. Whoa, 40 foot. Our fire department would have a conniption fit if I had a 40-foot bonfire. They've got so strict now. If you got anything very big, you have to dig a pit and put a blower and all that stuff in it. EPA stuff. Oh gosh, Critter, that probably evaporated as fast as it came down. Oh, okay, good, Nunya. I didn't know how strict they were on you. I mean, they're strict here. I've had a couple pretty good sized piles burning, and they come out and got on me, but since I wasn't cutting anymore or doing anymore, they didn't give me a ticket or nothing. Man, Critter, 99, let's get too hot. Yeah, you better keep that squash watered. Oh, okay. All right, Nunya. Well, they're strict anywhere around the city of Atlanta. Our air is so bad, they say, that they got a burn ban all the way around the surrounding counties. And but I can go down 50, 60 miles south where I used to live uh, in South Georgia, and now DNR will burn off 30,000 acres at a time. It'll black out the sun for a couple of days. It's so dark. Yet our little old fires out back here, they say that's causing too much air pollution. Oh, that's good, Nunya. That's good response times. Okay, that's cool. Well, it burn up a lot faster too, though. So that's a good idea. I mean, we used to light them; they'd burn for a week. Nobody ever said nothing. But these new regulations they got, hell, is what it is, I guess. When I cut all my stuff now, I just haul it to the landfill. It's easier. I don't have to stand out there with it, and I just haul it off. And they don't charge you nothing. Take it to the landfill. So that's the easiest thing for me. Critter, you been loading anything this week? Uncle Jim just got two nice new guns. I was watching his video yesterday, and I tell you what, I like that TX22 Taurus has got. I think it's TX22. I may be forced to have to buy myself one of those. Let me see. We've been on here almost 2 hours. Probably give it about 9 more minutes and we'll shut it down. I sure appreciate everybody coming in here. It was good. Oh, Critter, let me give you a wrench. Let's see. There you go. I think I got everybody now. Oh, y'all might be close to each other, Critter. Be something if y'all are right there near each other. I appreciate it, Tim. Have y'all been that dry, Tim? For that long? Oh, that's okay. I appreciate it. Tim, are you in Texas too? I can't remember. I'm senile. Oh, well, it's just the opposite. Oh, okay, Missouri. I couldn't remember. Yeah, it seems like Missouri gets a lot of rain. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Everybody say hey to Judy. I was just talking about you earlier. I don't remember what we were talking about. Uh, about how it finally warmed up for you. Because I know you're getting your garden ready now. We're all talking. A lot of people's been real dry. A lot of people been real wet. We've been kind of right in the middle. Oh, I'm doing good, Judy. Just taking a break today. Hadn't done much. Worked in the garden a little this morning. Thank you, Tim. Oh, good, Judy. I know you've been aching to get those plants in the ground. They're probably getting up pretty good size, the ones you started from seeds, as long as you had to wait. My garden's doing pretty good. Oh, Tim, hey, I'm the worst one. My daughter gets on me all the time, but I can't help it. I can't remember nothing. Anything important, I have to write down. So good, Judy. They ought to do good once you get them in the ground, then. And I know they'll grow good. Oh, there's a bee in here. I know you'll do a good job. Dang, I think that's a hornet. Maybe he'll fly out of here. Yeah, I know, Judy. I hate to admit it, but you're right. That's a good idea, Tim. I'm gonna have to get me some sticky notes. I used to write stuff on my hand and my arm and all, and that don't work. Especially in the summer, I sweat all my notes off. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of them this year too, Judy. And I've looked and looked for a nest, but I hadn't seen one yet. They're coming from somewhere. I think we had a real mild winter. Yeah, I know y'all didn't, but we had a real mild winter. I don't think it ever killed them out last year. That sounds good, Critter. You probably could do that. Yeah, yeah, Tim, I can see that. I'd have them stuck all over the dash of my truck and everything else. But I wouldn't have to paint anything. I'd just cover the whole walls with sticky notes. I ain't kidding you though. I am bad. I write a lot of stuff down, but I still get chewed out. Daughter still chews me out. She'll swear she's told me something and I don't remember it. But I think a lot of times she thinks she told me and she really didn't. But I don't know. I'm not going to argue with her about it. I don't know, Judy. Can everybody see the chat? Judy says she can't see the chat. Are you still in the comment section? If you click out of the comment section and see if it shows up, then go back. Oh, well, that doesn't work until the stream's over with, I guess. Tim. Judy Critter says get the latest salt gun and you can pop those hornets with it. I've never tried one of those salt guns. They look pretty neat. Yeah, Judy, close it out and come back in and see if it shows up. All right, Mark. I thought everybody could. Yeah, it should be showing up, Judy. I don't know what happened. One time when I had my live going, I think it's when Stony was here. I hit something, but some button, and the chat disappeared. I could not see the chat at all. We had to use our cell phone just to be able to read it. Well, if there's a problem, AR, you're gonna figure it out for her, won't you? Hey, AR, I'm going out. I got to go out to the DNR office tomorrow. On my way back, I'm gonna stop out in Covington. My son told me about a gun store out there. I'm gonna check and see if they got any reloading stuff out there. Oh, woohoo! Good, Judy. See, I knew AR could figure it out for you. I'm glad because everybody's been talking to you. You're gonna have to go back and read all their chats. No, it's not too far, AR. I think it's what's the name of that place? Oh, uh, I can't remember what the name of it now is. I Google searched it though. I know it's It's just outside of Covington, heading south. But my son said it's a nice place, so they got a lot of nice guns. So I'm hoping they'll have some reloading stuff. Good, backwoods. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm starting to search everywhere now for some reloading stuff because the academies and all that, they're not. I mean, if they do have anything, I guarantee it's gone the morning it gets stocked up on the shelf. So I'm starting to hit some mom and pop places, see if I can come up with some stuff. I need some powder. I need primers. I want to stock up stuff for my AR stuff. So when I get ready to do them, I'll have them. Yeah, check it out, AR. I looked it up last night. I can't remember what the name of them was. Hey, Jeremy Cooley, how you doing, brother? We're doing good. We just been talking, shooting and trapping and fishing and gardening and a little bit of everything. What you doing now since trapping's over? You been crabbing anymore? Oh, it didn't take me long, Critter, because I don't have a lot of inventory. That's my problem. I'm good on certain things, but I want to get a lot more reloading stuff. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Everybody say hey to Vanessa. Oh, agreed, Backwoods. I agree. I've been wanting to get me a crossbow. I can't pull back a recurve anymore, I don't think. But I would love to have me a crossbow. And a lot of the guys been shooting slingshots. It's amazing what you can hit with a slingshot. You could probably do rabbits and certain birds and stuff. Huh. Well, I'll be honest with you, Vanessa. I don't get half of them either. Only ones I get are the lives. I'll get notification for lives, but I'm not getting any for any of the channels themselves. Awesome, Jeremy. That's cool. I want to see some videos of that new boat too. We bought one last year and have not got it in the water yet. So I'm hoping soon we get out on the water with that new boat. It ain't no big boat, but it's plenty for two people. Hey, that's cool, Backwoods. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you just being here. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm hoping to get out on that new boat, but I'd love to see that crabbing video was cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I bet the youngins are gonna like that boat too. Oh, that's awesome, Critter. I just started last year building up my stuff. I've got a lot of store bought bullets, but I've not started loading my own yet, and that's something I really want to do. But with this 90-degree weather, I just don't think I want to reload right now. So I just kind of been stocking up on lead and buying molds. But I do want to buy as much powder and primers as I can get anytime I can get them. Yeah, Vanessa, I'm the same way. Uh-oh. Well, prayers to you, Vanessa. I hope you find out some answer soon. Oh, I bet they do, Jeremy. I bet they do. My kids always loved it when they were little. We'd load up the boat and go camp on an island somewhere for, 4 or 5 days and fish and cook out and sleep in the tent. Really, Critter? I wish I'd have been ahead of the game like you. But I honestly didn't even start doing any reloading stuff till I started watching the Georgia Shooters Connection, and they just sucked me right in. Everybody, all the good folks are on there. Then I started watching everybody else's stuff, AR and G23 and Kingpin and just everybody. Now I'm knee deep in it. Chris from the 740. I love all them channels. I do too, AR, but now I do it in a camper. I'm too old to sleep on the ground now. I can't take that. I got a little cot. I can make it on the cot for 2 or 3 days, but I can't do it much longer than that. Hey, Critter, it's still that way. Trust me. I mean, I bought all my reloading stuff last year, or maybe at the end of 2 years ago, and I spent a chunk, but I just keep getting sucked in with one more thing and one more thing. But at least it's not all up at one time now. Oh, Judy, I love boating and fishing. Like I said, I'm just as happy though on my kayak. It's just, it's a little harder on you, but it's easier to stand up and bass fish than it is sitting in that kayak. But I still enjoy that just as much. Is that where y'all camp, Vanessa? Yeah, AR. That's about the only way I can do it now. It's just too uncomfortable for me on me. It's hard on me. I know, Judy, but I can't hardly get back up off the ground even on an air mattress. I'm too fat and old to get back up off the ground. But I love it. There's nothing better than cooking breakfast out at a campground and the smell of that bacon and eggs and all. I love it. And just being out there. Oh yeah, Vanessa. I'd love to be able to camp next to the beach or on the beach. There's a few places in Florida here that's got, down camping right on the beach. Yeah, I had one of those AR. That's what like the one we camped with the kids every year. Big, heavy canvas tarp. But I tell you what, we used that thing, I bet 15, 20 years, and it never sprung a leak. Yeah. Oh, Judy. It's just nicer to be able to step up in the camper and have the air conditioning and your nice fluffy bed and everything. I think ours was I don't remember if it was a Coleman or a Sears. The Sears might have sold the Coleman stuff back in AR. I don't know. I remember we got it at Sears, but I don't remember who made it. Exactly, Vanessa. That's the way I feel, like a fish flopping around trying to get up. I do got what I call my man cot. It's a cot. It sits off the ground probably a foot and a half, 2 foot. And then it's got a little tent built on it. I mean, you can zip yourself up and you're self-contained in that thing. And it was warm. I used that for years. And then I finally bought the camper. I used to do that and then just put me on one of those easy ups with walls on it. And I was good to go for about 5 or 6 years. And I finally bought the camper and I hadn't looked back. Yeah, Judy, it is. It's just easier, you know. Plus, it's easier to take the grandkids with me. I can stick them over there on the bed, and they're not all running around a tent and wreaking havoc. Really? Still holding up good, Vanessa? Well, I wound up selling my Harley, and then I put that money down for a down payment, and that's when I wound up buying the camper. Traded in the bike for a camper. There's a couple of places here too, Vanessa, that I see they rent campers like that. And I think they actually have 2 or 3 places where you could take it and then kind of like a U-Haul, you can drop it off in whatever state you're at if you had your car with you too, and you don't even have to bring it back. And that's a smart move, really. Oh yeah, they are. WMA, I mean, uh WMAs are good. National forest lands are good. We used to camp at WMAs all the time. We go up to Cohutta National Wilderness too. That was, of course, that's federal, I think. Exactly, critter. I did do that one year. I hauled an air conditioner down to Florida and we camped by the beach in a regular tent. And I stuck that air conditioner window unit in that front door and zipped it down. That tent was blowed out like a balloon, but we slept like babies that night. Oh, I bet that sleeps good, Vanessa. That's exactly right, Judy. Plus, I'd have wound up killing myself. So, I mean, it wasn't me riding. It's everybody else. There's some crazy folks out on the road now. I had a few close calls, and a buddy of mine had a bad wreck, and I said, "That's it. I'm selling it and getting me a camper." And I've enjoyed it. Oh, that's neat, Vanessa. I didn't know they rent stuff like that to you. Yeah, there's a lot of national forests around Georgia. They are. Yeah, backwoods. Once you got kids and grandkids, it's just a whole lot easier to have the camper. Now I camped just in a tent for years and years, but not anymore. So with the kids and grandkids, it's just too much. Oh yeah, Judy. Our most of our WMAs I mean, they're hunting land, but they have designated campgrounds for when you come down on the hunts, you can stay there. But when there's not hunts going on, you can still go in there and camp. They don't charge you anything. You just have to, I think you have to sign in, let them know you're there, but you can stay there for up to I think 14 days, then you got to leave. I mean, it's all primitive camping, but if you had your camper, it'd be fine. Oh, that'd be cool, Vanessa. Hey, Ryan Silbiner, what are you doing up, brother? Hey, I need to come down and see y'all at the firehouse. Y'all staying? Are you at the firehouse today, or are you off duty? Yeah, Mark. I think anybody that fishes, camps, hunts, traps. I think all of us like to be out there camping. Oh, that's cool, Vanessa. I have seen some videos on some people camping at the bases like that before, and just off the bases. Oh man, Critter. I'm telling you, I've been tempted to do it a few times. I have done it a few times. I usually cut my beard off every spring and then grow it back in the winter, but this year I ain't going to. That would be cool, Mark. That would be cool. Cody. Oh, I don't know about that, Vanessa. That sounds too cold for me. I can't handle it I don't think I could do it if it's too cold. Exactly, G23. That's what I'm talking about. Glamping. That's what I do. When I was young, I loved to camp out. Primitive, but not anymore. Got to have my air conditioner, my refrigerator, my stove, and my bed. Oh, Critter. Well, that's true. Oh, good, Jen. I appreciate you coming back in. Ryan, you at home? Okay, Ryan, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, give me a holler. We'll get together and go eat lunch one day. We bunch of us talking about going eating lunch anyway one day. I'll call you and let you know when we're going. Oh, really, backwoods? We can do that, AR. I don't know how interesting it'd be, but we can give it a shot, brother. I appreciate the invite. Oh, I didn't know you broke your back, G23. I broke a lot of stuff, and I ain't never broke my back. Oh, thanks, Judy. I just, if it wasn't fun, I wouldn't go do it. So I enjoy it with the camper, and that's, you know, plus it's actually less stuff to have to haul with you. Oh, I bet it was, Vanessa. It's nice when you get out there and you don't hear anybody else. Yeah, be careful, Cody. All right, Ryan. I'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, I'd like to go to Alaska too, Jen. I said before I was going to go, but you know how that goes. I just hadn't done it. Hey, you take you one of those little solar chargers, critter. They got those little solar chargers. Might work. Oh, that's cool, Vanessa. July though, won't it be? Won't the mosquitoes and all be real bad in July? Jen, put your link out there. Wow, critter, that's pretty cool. That'd be cool, Vanessa. Oh, thank you so much for hanging in here, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with all of us, Judy. There's a great bunch of folks in here today. And I want to see some videos of your plants now when you get them in the ground. Oh, yeah, I bet you have to, Vanessa. I mean, that's what I've always seen was how bad the bugs were in the summer. Thanks, y'all, for running links. Yeah, maybe I'll go one of these years, Mark. I'd love to. Oh, that's cool, critter. I panned for a lot of gold when I was younger too. I enjoyed that, but I never made it to Alaska. We panned a lot here in North Georgia. There was a lot of pretty good gold rush here in North Georgia at one time. Actually, I think it was pre-Civil War. I found quite a bit. Tim, that's cool. G23 Bushwhacker, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Doing good, doing good. Been a good live so far. Oh, that'd be awesome, Vanessa. I I I found enough gold here in North Georgia to and get this. I sold it and bought a metal detector so I could find more stuff. And when I sold my gold, it was like I don't know, it was pushing $400 an ounce. I said, man, I'm gonna sell this stuff. It's never gonna get higher than $4 an ounce, troy ounce, because it had been so low for so long. Now I could have bought 4 or 5 metal detectors for what a troy ounce of gold is going for now. Oh, it's fun, Jen. Vanessa, that's cool. Let me see. Yeah. About somebody running Bushwhackers link there. Oh, I bet they got some monster trout, Vanessa. Oh, okay, AR. Good deal. That'd be great. Yeah, that's right, Critter. Hey, Mark, I appreciate you coming in and staying so long, brother. I really do. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Oh, that's all right, AR. That's the thing. We got enough good folks in here. Everybody take care of everybody. Yeah, 84 was a good year. Me too, Jen. I loved the 80s. I enjoyed the 70s, though. The 60s, not so much. I got a lot of whoopings when I was a kid in the 60s. Born in 80? I'm a little bit older than you, G23. I think my kids, I know one of my kids was born in the 80s. Really, Critter? That's cool. I hope they all got through. Is that when you were born, Vanessa? That's when I was born in 61. See you, Mark. Yeah, 80s was a good year. Like I said, I think I enjoyed the 70s more than the 80s. Oh, yeah, Jen, that was the best music there was. Oh, that's cool, Vanessa. 64. All right, Critter. See, I told y'all I was the old man in the bunch. Wow. Yeah, I'll be 61 in July. Oh, man, I hate that critter. Well, I'm glad you got a good retirement, Vanessa. You know, they ought to take care of any of our military personnel. They ought to take care of them 100%. Yeah, really, critter. I agree. Oh no, Jen. I'm old. That's what there's no sugarcoating it. I'm old. But like I said though, we always had the best music, so it doesn't matter. 70s and 80s music was always the best. Always will be. Ah, you ain't old, AR. I bet I'm still older than you. Yeah, that's exactly right. Best music there was. And the thing was, it didn't matter if you listened to rock and roll or country, it was all better then than it is now. Because I listened to all of it back then. Matter of fact, that's all I listen to now. I mean, it has to be a golden oldies channel, which is 70s and 80s, or solid gold country music. Hey, me too, critter. I can grow hair. I just make my daughter shave my head every couple of months. With what I do got's gray and the rest falling out, so I don't even care anymore. I know, Jen, and I try, but my body tells me otherwise sometimes. Sometimes I can get around pretty good, but sometimes I usually feel it at the end of the day. That's when I can tell how old I am. During the day, I'm good to go. Yeah, me too, AR. Well, Vanessa, I started going gray when I was in my early 40s. By the time I hit 50, I was completely gray. Of course, we had to keep our haircuts so short, you really couldn't tell. It just kind of looked shiny, I guess. Really, G23? Got a buddy of mine, his started when he was about 14 or 15. But, like I said, I don't care if it all falls out. It's one less thing I'll have to do in the mornings. That's why I keep it cut short. It's just easier. I ain't never been a person to style my hair anyway. Oh, you got pretty hair, Jen. That's something, Vanessa, because I started turning gray when I was probably 40 years old, and within 5 years it was completely gray. And when my daddy died, he was 89 years old and still had black hair. I mean, it had a little touch of gray in it, but I mean, for the most part, his hair was still black. Yeah, I agree, G23. Oh yeah, Jen, I like your hair. Really, Critter? Yeah, mine was like it turned within a 5 year period. It was completely gray when I was probably 45, before I was 50. Well, you know, a lot of people turn gray early, and a lot of them just get that salt and pepper look, and I don't know what caused mine. I think my mama's side of the family, they all turned white-headed pretty young. But my daddy's side, my grandmama's mama was 50% Cherokee Indian, and they all had jet black hair their whole lives. Wow, 20. Well, I probably had a few sprigs in the 20s, Vanessa. Mine would be white if I grew it out, but I just keep it cut off. Hey, Bernie, how you doing? Bernie Sanchez. Everybody say hey to Bernie. I appreciate you stopping in here, brother. Oh, really, backwoods? I had to cut mine because of the fire department for so many years that I never was able to grow a beard until I was retired. So I really don't know what time it started changing. It probably would have changed pretty early too. As soon as I could start growing a beard, it was already gray. It's too late. I always wanted to have me a jet black beard. I said, well, or my daughter said, you ought to dye it. And I said, that look like a goofball. Everybody knows I got gray hair. So I never did it. Yeah, Critter. It's kind of strange how that happens when you're all in the same family, but you know, different people's hair does different ways like that. And my grandfather, one grandfather on my dad's side was pretty much bald by the time he got later on in years. But my daddy had a thick head of black hair too. Oh, I'm the smartest man alive, G23. To hear me tell it anyway. Oh no, Jen. I hope you get it fixed. If you have to go, I understand. There's no problem. Oh, you swapped over to your phone. Okay, good. Yeah, y'all got storms coming, Jen, or you think it's just a failure in the neighborhood somewhere? Oh, good. Somebody may have hit a power pole or something, knocked it out for a second. Hey, Backwoods Barbarian, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you coming in and staying so long, too. I really do. Hope y'all have a great walk and have a good Sunday evening. I really appreciate it. Okay, Jen. Really, Bernie? Well, that's what we were talking about. Some of us did, some of us didn't. Like I said, I ain't got a whole lot on top, but I usually cut all mine off anyway, pretty much. I mean, it's been gray a long time. Okay, Jen. Critter. At least you can have a sense of humor about it. Good Lord. I know my grandkids last year when I cut my beard off, my granddaughter, she was probably 2 then. My grandson, he was about 3, and the other one was about 3. They wouldn't even come near me. They didn't know who I was because all they had always seen me their whole life with a beard, and they didn't like it. I guess it was too much ugly for them to handle at one time. Hey, Gary, you back? Hope y'all had good dinner or supper. Yeah, that's a good idea, Jen. That's a real good idea. We usually only get them when it storms here, but they're pretty good about getting our power back home pretty quick. Ah, good, Gary. Good. Yeah, yeah, I know, Critter. That's the only bad part. Which I got a generator. I got 2 generators. I will have my air conditioner running. Yeah, Gary, put your channel on here if you know how to do that. Oh, really, Jen? Because the grid, too many people on the grid every so often, or y'all have sectional, like different grids get put down for a certain amount of time? Yeah, I know, Critter. Dogs are pretty smart, aren't they? Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks, AR. I'm behind on the chat. I didn't pick that up. Dang, Bernie. Yeah, it probably freaked her out. That's why I don't try and trim my beard. If I do, I go to a barber shop or whatever and let them trim it up a little bit because I'll get started on one side and then it gets too short and I have to go over here and even it up. Before you know it, I got a goatee again. So I don't mess with it. Yes, Gary, you need to. 2 or 3 people's asked me. I said, I've only seen one video that Gary had. You gotta get your channel going, Gary. You get a lot of followers, I guarantee you. You need to start muskrat trapping again, buddy. Okay, Jen. I figured that's probably what it was. My daughter is in where in California is she at? I have to ask her. I think she's in Sacramento or somewhere. I have to find out from her where she lives. Oh man, Bernie. Yeah. All right, now Bernie, are you near Critter? Yeah, I agree, Jen. Gary needs to get him a channel going. We'd all watch him, wouldn't we? Really, AR? See, I got mad and quit the fire department when I was like, I don't know, 19, 20 years old. And I decided I was going to go down to Florida and be a fisherman. Got down there and all the boats were gone, already headed out toward Cuba. So I worked in a bar down there for through the end of the summer. And then when the money dried up down there, I wound up having to come back and beg for my job. But I had a beard then and it was brown, but I needed a job, so I had to go back, shave it off, and go back to the fire department. Okay, Jen, let me check with her. I'll let you know by next chat we have exactly where she is at. She's been out there now about 6 or 8 months. She loves it. No, Gary, ain't nothing to it. There's nothing to it. You can do it on your phone or I use what do I use? I can't Filmora. And it cost me like $15 a month or something, $18 a month. But you do as many videos a month as you want. It's easy. Oh, okay, Critter. So I guess that's why you're a few degrees warmer than him right now. Yeah, Jen. I'll find out. Yeah, Gary, just thing to do is start out with a short one. Just and you can do shorts too. As long as they're under 1 minute, you can do a few of them, get a little time on your belt, then start making longer videos. Oh, okay, Bernie. See, I don't know Texas real good. I just know it's a big old state. Oh, good, Tim. All right. I appreciate you coming on back in. Oh wow, Critter. 400 miles. See, 400 miles in Georgia would be going almost across the state. Georgia ain't really that big of a state. Probably 4 hours you go from the tip top northern part of Georgia to the bottom part of the Georgia, I would think, and at 400 miles. That's why Sherman marched through so fast. Hey, that'd be great, Gary. That would be great. I'll be your first. Actually, I think I'm subscribed to you now as Gary Meldrum, but let me know when you're putting out your first video. I'll be your first subscriber on that channel. I'll beat Stoney to the punch. Yeah, that's a cool name, isn't it, Jen? See, I thought about changing mine just to Craig Wall Outdoors because I do a bunch of stuff besides trapping, but now that I don't know. I don't know if that will mess up my views and all that stuff. Nobody know who I am and all that. So yeah, Jen, I want you. I know it's gonna be a family visit, but I want you to take some pictures of it, at least while y'all are riding. Show us some longhorns. Oh, that's good, Gary. You'll get you're probably already in the Fatwood community. See, you start doing Fired Up Fridays or Fatwood Fridays, and you'll get a lot of folks jump over on your channel. I'll share you out. So that's right, Critter. Yeah, she better load up on some sunscreen. That's I had to rig something up, Tim. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna change it right now because I'm scared. Maybe if I ever do get monetized, I'll swap it then because then I'll have my stuff going on. But I've been Georgia trapping so long, I'd hate to change it. Really, Jen? I don't know. I might give it some thought. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's too long to say Craig Wall, Georgia Trapping and Fishing and Outdoors channel. That's too much for people to say. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. I might change it. I don't guess I've ever seen one of those Buckies. All we got's Flying J's and uh, what's the other one? Loves and Flying J's, I think. That's the big truck stops around here. Oh, okay, Gary. Well, if I ever make it to Texas, I'll look them up. I usually stop, like I said, we got those Flying J's. I stop there when I take my camper. They got dump stations and stuff there. Oh, I appreciate it, Tim. I don't know. I done messed my chat up again. Yeah, I like Flying J's. And the loves seem to be pretty good, but I think the Flying J's are a little nicer. We got a lot of Flying J's in Georgia. Guess that's the big outfit here. But my buddy was a truck driver, and he can tell you, he can name off every one of them. He was an owner operator too, Critter. And matter of fact, my two cousins were owner operators, and they run a team, and that's all they did, one drive while the other one sleeps back and forth, and they made a lot of money. Of course, that's been 10 years ago. And my buddy he got tired of being away from the wife, so he sold his truck, and he's an RV mechanic now. Oh, really? G20? Yeah, Loves they're about like a Flying J. Both of those are pretty nice places. The Flying J's are a little easier for me to get in and out of with a camper, but okay, Critter. Yeah, no, we do have pilots here too. Now I don't know if I've ever seen Merca. Yeah, I get that, Critter. I understand that. But you can make a lot. I mean, I know there's a lot of overhead in being an owner operator, but I think it's a lot better than driving for a company. Or at least it was for him, because they kept giving him old junky trucks and stuff where he'd work. He'd wind up sitting on the side of the road, half his trip. So he said he just bought his own truck and just started driving it for himself. Did you drive through Georgia much, Critter? Or did you ever deliver down to Georgia? Oh, okay. See, I've never ate in any of the restaurants. I have got like burgers and stuff in their little, I guess, warming area. That's what it is. They're not handmade right there, but I bought a lot of stuff in there, and actually the food was pretty dang good. I always stop there on the way to Talladega every year to go to the race and to coming home from Talladega. And I'll get me something to eat there while I'm there. Okay, Critter. My buddy delivered a lot to New York and to he went out west a lot, but I can't remember where he went. Maybe out Colorado, Wyoming area. He had two different. I guess it's where that company he was driving for, did most of their business. Oh, me too, Jen. I've heard so much about Whataburgers, and we don't have them here. And I think now they got the White Castles, and I think White Castles are just like Crystals. We got Crystal restaurants here, but now I've never had a Whataburger. I think my daughter eats there a lot. I think that's how it's spelled too. Oh, okay, bathtubs. I've heard of In and Out too, G23. I just never seen them. We don't have them here either. Critter, we used to have a place that made bathtubs and I think bathtubs and and shower stalls here where I live. And they had about 4 different plants and they finally shut the one here down. I don't know why they shut it down, but heck, you may have been driving for one of their other uh, distributors. Oh, good, Vanessa. Good. I'm glad you're back. Oh, that'll be good, Vanessa. That'd be real good. Yeah, me too, Tim. I'd like to try one if I ever get out that way. All right, Jen, you're gonna have to do a video on it. You're gonna have to compare them. Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know now. Okay, Vanessa. I guess they have those all over the place. We just don't have them in Georgia. Oh no, we got a ton of Bojangles. G23. I can eat more Bojangles chicken wings than anybody on the block, I think. And they got good country ham biscuits in the mornings. That's usually my food affair when I'm trapping. All right, Jim, we want to see a comparison. I've never heard of Wayback Burgers either, Vanessa. I guess we're limited on what we got here in old GA. We used to have a lot more burger joints than we got now. Uh oh, Tim. Now I've seen Five Guys burgers too, Vanessa. Hey, they even got some spicy green beans, G23. They do down here. I guess they serve the same thing up there. I've never tried that rice, but I know the green beans got a little kick to I like spicy stuff, but it's got to be certain things. I can't eat hot stuff all the time. It kills me. But certain things like chicken wings and that kind of stuff, I like hot stuff. Sometimes when we pickle our pickles, I'll put some peppers in there. But my daughter did. She pickled some okra last year, and that stuff was so hot I couldn't eat it. She put way too many peppers in that okra. Critter. Oh yeah. Oh, y'all don't have them there, G23? Man, I love me some Bojangles. It's better than churches, and I used to love KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, but they changed their recipe like in the 80s or 90s, and their chicken just ain't. It's not what it used to be. So I go to Bojangles. Huh. I never saw that on the menu here, Vanessa. I like some Cracker Barrel. I like their breakfast best, but I mean, they may have had the Reuben here, but I just never saw it. Yeah, I agree, Jen. It's just not, I don't know what they did, but it's not like it was when we were younger. I guess 70s, 80s. I don't know when it changed, maybe even the 90s. But I think they completely changed. I don't know if they changed their batter or what it is, but it's not near as good anymore. And we get a whole bucket and it was just every piece would be good. Now I get a big thing box from Bojangles. What do you think about G23? I've seen the Popeyes here, but I've never tried it. We got Church's chicken here, but I don't like it as good as I like Bojangles. But we do have Popeyes. Yeah, it sounds like here, Vanessa. And of course, we got Chick-fil-A here. You can't beat a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh, I'm sure y'all got everything there then, Vanessa. All right, G23. I'll just keep going to Bojangles then. I missed Critter. What'd he say? No. Oh, really? Critter. Okay, Jen. Well, I might have to try it and see which one I like best. I do love me some Bojangles though. But the only thing I like is their wings, like chicken wings. And I like their mashed potatoes and gravy. Now I've never ate the chicken tenders at any of them. I usually just get the wings. Critter. You probably didn't. Well, if you find one in Texas, Jen, pull in and try it. You'll like it. Just get a three wing dinner and get you uh, 3 chicken wings and some mashed potatoes and their green beans. They're good. Like I said, though, the green beans got a little kick to them. You'll probably like that. They're a little spicy. And their Cajun rice is spicy too. We had a Boston market here, Jen, for a little while, but it didn't last long. I don't know what the problem was. Hey Tim, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate you staying so long today too. Thanks for running links and stuff. Get out there and stay cool now. Oh man, G23, if you ever get a chance, eat you a Chick-fil-A. But just get the Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh, okay, Vanessa. Delayed entry. Oh yeah, Gary. I tell you what, they got some of the best country ham biscuits and sausage biscuits and all that. I live on that in trapping season because I get there early in the morning before I check traps. But I love their chicken too. See you, Tim. Thanks so much, buddy. Oh, that's good, Vanessa. Ah, bugs. I hear you, critter. That's one thing my mama could cook. She could cook. She could cook some fried chicken. And in the South, that's all we eat. Just about fried chicken and pork. Really, Gary? We got restaurants called what is it, Big Chick or something? And it's like that. They got them big old fried potato wedges. They are awesome. You don't see them very much, though. It's mainly out in the country. Oh, I'm sure y'all got some good ones there, Vanessa. I love me some seafood, but here where I'm at in Georgia, we ain't got seafood for nothing. I always wait till I go to Florida and a couple times a year and I eat my fill of seafood. Y'all got one too, Jen, you think? G23, you got to go and try it. At least go to Cracker Barrel, eat, and then take you a Chick-fil-A sandwich home with you. I do that a lot. Agreed, Vanessa. I'd rather smoke meat on the grill than anything else. I probably grill out at least 3 days a week here, especially in the summer. It keeps from heating the kitchen up so bad. Okay, Chicken Barn. Yeah, AR. I watched it today. I went on. When I was working in the garden, I put them on this morning. It was good. It was a good live. I have to do that half the time. Like DM Foss and Chris, I have to catch a lot of them on replay. Oh man, G23, you're killing me. I'm about 5 hours from the closest coast. Well, now I can go to the Georgia coast, but I don't like the Georgia coast. I go down to the Panhandle and Gulf of Mexico and Florida. Something about the coast of Georgia. The Atlantic side is just rough. I don't like it. There's probably good seafood there, but I don't like the beaches. Oh yeah, Gary. They are not. They have never been open on Sundays and never will, as far as I know. Because what was his name? Uh, Kathy. I can't remember his first name. His last name was Kathy. Owned it, and now his son's running it. So I don't think they'll ever have it open. Not unless the family ever sells it out, then it might go to opening on Sundays. But they never have been open on Sundays. They are good folks too. My sister worked at Chick-fil-A, and back then, as long as you worked a certain amount of hours a week, they would send you to school and pay for your school. Good folks. Critter. The only freshwater fish I like is crappie and maybe some brim. But I mean, not like I don't eat near as much of it as I do uh, ocean fish. Saltwater fish are much better to me. But I go and I'll eat my weight in oysters. Yeah, they do, Jen. Hobby Lobbies are closed too. We got a lot of hobby lobbies here. They are here, G23. I'm pretty sure Cracker Barrel's open on Sundays. It could be a a thing, different states. So I guess the owners have the option of opening or not opening. Hey, I love that, Gary. I've never tried walleye, never tried pike. I've never tried a lot of the fish that we don't have here. I mean, I'll eat catfish like at a restaurant, but they're a pain in the rear to clean, so I usually throw them back here when I catch them. But I usually just eat crappie and brim. I don't even like a bass. There's just not enough meat on them. They got a big old head, but their body's slim. Oh, that's right, Vanessa. I forgot about trout now. I love trout. I just have to go up North Georgia in the mountains to catch trout. We don't have as water's too warm down here where I'm at. But I do like to go up and catch trout and eat them. I've never had the walleye or pickerel or any of that. Now, that's an idea, Critter. You might like it better like that. Oh, it's okay, Bernie. I appreciate you coming back in here. We're just talking food now, so I've determined the chat will pretty much eat everything. Some people don't like some things, but the others do. So yeah, I imagine you are G23. But it's just something you get used to. You just know where you can go and where you can't go on Sundays. I applaud them if they can, the businesses are good enough they can make it without opening. Heck, don't open. We got a couple of barbecue joints I like down here, but they're closed on Sundays too. Critter, is that right? I'm covering up my chat. Yeah, our shad don't get real big here, Manasseh. I've seen people that do catch them. I mean, that's just a bait fish here for us because they don't get real big where we're at. Oh, really, Critter? I do the outdoor channel a lot. I watch them fish, and I've watched a lot of my friends on their channels catch walleye and pike and muskies. And matter of fact, After Five Outdoors caught some monsters, but we don't have them here. So, all right, G23. I have no idea what that is. Linga, lingua. Oh, Jen, I can't do that. I know it's good. I know people that eat it. That's like pig's feet. I can't do cow tongue. Oh, I've seen ox tongue here. Is that what lingua is, Jen and G23? Yeah, Bernie. I used to go out every year, 2 or 3 times a year. Never had a bit of problem, but one time I got sick and I was scared to ever go back because that is the worst feeling in the world to be sick for 12 straight hours. Hey, Tactical Fud, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. Everybody say hey to Tactical. Oh, okay, Critter. I'll have to check him out. Oh, okay. I'm out on that, Gen G23. Nope. I mean, I've seen oxtail, I've seen cow tongue. I just can't do it. I'm sure it's good. That's like eating heart and liver. I don't do any inside parts. Yeah, no, I'm out on that, Critter. I just can't do it. I mean, I guess I lived a sheltered life growing up. If it wasn't out of the garden or we didn't shoot it, we didn't eat it. Exactly, Tactical Food. I agree, brother. And that's like in other stuff. I ain't eating nothing that I fish with, except shrimp. That's the only thing I'll. No gizzards, livers, none of that stuff. Hey Gary, we all looking forward to it, brother. We're all looking forward to it. We'll all be there to watch it too. So good luck on the trip. I hope y'all catch a bunch of them, buddy. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. I appreciate you hanging in here too with me so long today. Critter. Can't do it, man. Oh, I know G23. I just, if I ever found out though, I'd lose my lunch. Jen. See you, Gary. Nah, I can't do it. I know, Bernie. I can't do it. If I know that's what it is, there's no way. And I ain't one to really eat without knowing what it is. I've had people do that to me before, and then I'll get sick and nauseated. Hey, set on sign. How you doing, bro? How you doing this Sunday afternoon, evening? Jeep's doing pretty good. I'm going to I said I was gonna do this the other day. I'm gonna pump the tires up and put the new tag on it and take it out for a spin, see how it does. Hope I have brakes. But yeah, I mean it's running good. Needs a muffler and a couple other little nitpicky things, but I can work around that. I appreciate you coming in, brother. Yeah, let me see here. Oh, Jen, my mom and them, or my grandma and them used to eat pig brains. Well, every year when we kill hogs, they'd eat them brains and eggs. Can't do that either. Critter. Yeah, I'm with you, Critter. Well, I may like it G23, but when I find out I ate it, I won't like it. I can't do it. I mean, my daddy used to eat chicken livers and gizzards until the cows came home, and I could not eat that stuff. because I've fished with it and seen what it looks like. I just can't do it. I've had tamales, but I honestly didn't care much for the tamales. I like burritos and all that stuff, but tamales had a different taste. I didn't really like them. Uh-oh. Jim's gonna quit watching my channel now because I said that. Oh, I didn't either, Jen. I just remember them eating them while we were you know, every year we'd kill 3 hogs when it got real cold. And we'd scrape them and boil them and scrape and boil them. Then while I was a kid, but while my parents were processing the meat, they were over there cooking it up and they eat it right there on the spot. G23. I don't know. I think I've had tortillas. I usually get burritos or tacos though. Oh yeah, see, Jen, my grandmama did that. I didn't never eat that. I guess that's the giblets, what they call giblets. Hey, now I'm good. I'm okay with the crackling set on sign. I love me some cracklings, especially in cornbread. Okay, Jen. I okay. I've had tortillas, not tortas. Tortas. You can tell I live in the country. I don't know a lot. We had some guys on the fire department I worked with that would do chitlins, pig intestines, cow intestines, I guess. Man, I couldn't do it. It just the smell of that cooking was bad enough to run me off. Oh, okay, G23. Now I wouldn't mind trying a tortas. I like any kind of hamburger. Menudo. Now what is that, Jim? Is that a sauce or what is that, Jim? Oh, okay. I bet that's good. Oh, it's 38 special set on sign. I was doing my first dummy bullets. Ain't got no powder, no primers in it, but I was practicing getting my crimps right and my cedar dye right and all that. So if I don't go fishing next week, I'm gonna be loading me up some, take to the range. Now that sounds good, Jen and G23. I would definitely try that. There used to be I don't know if it's a soup or a dip that I used to get that had it was like you know white cheese sauce, but it'd have steak and shrimp and 2 or 3 different types of meat in it. And it came in a good sized bowl. I used to love that stuff. I don't remember what they called it though. I hadn't had a hangover in years, critter. I avoid those. Oh, okay, Jen. G23 trying to get me then, isn't he? No, I'm out. I appreciate that, Jen. Yeah, I better hold off on that one. I do love hominy corn, but I'm out on the rest of it. Now that sounds good, Bernie. I would definitely eat that. I don't know if it was a sauce on the tamales I didn't like or what, because I mean, I like most of the other stuff. I'm sure. I know, Jen. I'm an old fuddy duddy. You know me. Yeah, set on sign. I'm looking right now. I either want a 44 Magnum or a 45 Colt, and I hadn't decided really yet what I want. Everybody's been buying new guns, and it's killing me. Well, good, Bernie. That's good, brother. And I'm up for trying a lot of stuff, but some stuff I'm not. I can't do. Oh, okay, Jen. That sounds good. That's up more up my alley. I can do chicken and pork with no problem. I don't know. She's in California, so she might. I know Jen makes some awesome stuff, and so does her husband. They always keep me interested. I love all the dishes they show. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Critter. I completely agree with that. Huh, Bernie? Okay, set on sign. I'll remember that. Because that seems to be the problem right now is getting anything for any reloads. Ah, Critter, I can't go there. My kids have tried some of that stuff. They're real big into. They love going to sushi bars and some of the restaurants that they sell some of that exotic stuff, and I don't go with them. That's awesome, G23. You know, I'm pretty bland. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I do like a lot of other stuff, but I mean, you can't beat a pork roast on the grill, smoked, and some mashed potatoes or baked potatoes and a good salad. It's hard for me to beat that. Yes, now Jen, I love me some meatloaf and mashed potatoes too. I sure do. At the fire station, our go-to meal every time, if we were too busy, that day having a bunch of calls and all that, our go-to meal was we'd have a big old hamburger steak, with onions and bell peppers mixed up in it, and mashed potatoes and gravy and biscuits. And now we'd eat that. God, I ate so much of that when I was on the fire department, but I love it. It was a good go-to meal. Critter. Yeah, I usually feel that in my gut for 2 or 3 days too, though. I don't usually put ketchup on mine, G23. I have had it with like tomato paste on it, wasn't bad, but ketchup's just kind of, I don't really care much for ketchup on it. I'll be honest with you though, I like pork better than beef. So I cook a lot of pork and a lot of chicken. And if I was on the coast, I'd eat a lot more fish. That's why I don't usually I don't hardly keep any fish on my fishing videos. I always toss them back. I just, it don't taste good enough to keep them unless it's crappies. I always throw them back. Really, Jen? I like tomato paste. And I like a little Heinz 57 on everything. Well, I'd like to try that, Jen. All right, G23. Yeah, I'd like to try that, Jen. Like I said, I'm not beyond trying anything. I just have to know what's in it. And yeah, that kind of comes from, like I said, oh, that sounds good. When I was a kid, we only thing we ate was either out of our garden, like I said, or mostly deer meat. But I mean, I my mama never we never had spaghetti until I got into probably high school, and they served it at school. We didn't have steak. We didn't have anything on the grill because my daddy couldn't cook nothing on the grill. So it was always vegetables, pork, or chicken because my mama never, we didn't eat pizza until I got close to high school and we go out to dinner. Mama didn't know how to make none of that stuff and she didn't know how to make spaghetti. It would just be noodles and watery sauce. So, I mean, really, I got my first taste of everything on the fire department when I got out there with guys that knew how to cook. Well, y'all, we've been on 3.5 hours. Oh, really, Jen? If I ever have a chance to try that, I'll try it. Oh, we didn't even have that critter. My mama wasn't even gonna try it. If she didn't if she didn't grow up knowing how to cook something, we didn't have it. Just like steak. The only steak we had was a round steak. And I hated steak night at the house. So that stuff's like shoe leather. And I asked her one time, I said, why don't we have spaghetti like we got at school? And she said, well, I don't know how to make spaghetti. I said, Mama, I don't think it'd be that hard. But she started trying to make it and it was terrible. So I was glad we didn't have spaghetti after that. I've never even tried to make one of those, Jen. I always just went to the pizza joint and got pizza. I remember when chicken pot pies, I thought that was the bomb when we'd get to eat chicken pot pies. That was the coolest thing to me. It was how you had your own little pie in a pan. So I was glad you started finally getting those. I'm sure that's what we had too, Jen. But as a kid, that was just something to me to have my own little pie like that. And then, of course, I had homemade stuff later on as I grew up, and I thought, the chicken pot pie wasn't what I thought it was. But thing was, you know, when Mama went to work after we got up close to high school age, we started eating a little more not fast food, but eat 'em up stuff because all we had, you know, she cooked everything out of our garden. And we ate a ton of vegetable soup, which is fine because I love vegetable soup. So, the garden really, it got us through. That's for sure. Oh yeah. TV dinners were good too, Jen. It was just a lot of different stuff I wasn't used to having. And it was pretty cool actually. And then she bought us one of those little I don't know, remember what kind. It was small fryer, like a deep fry. I don't remember who made that thing, but she'd buy French fries, frozen. And even as a kid, we could drop those French fries in a basket and fry our own French fries. And man, I lived on French fries for, until she got home from school. I'd eat a ton of French fries. Yeah, that may have been it, Jen. I bet it was a Presto because it was just the perfect size to make a good batch of French fries, you know. And I guess back then, I don't know if they had chicken nuggets and stuff like that or not, but we didn't get that. We just got a big old humongous bag of French fries. But I'd eat it every day after school when I got home from school. Really, G23? Man, I lived for supper. I could eat like a hog when I was a kid. I can't eat that much now, but when I was a kid, I could whittle down on some vegetables. Yeah, no, I do remember she started getting tater tots. That's right, and they were good. I love tater tots. And we never had fish either when I was a kid because we never caught any fish. They weren't any good if we did. But then when we got probably about the ninth or 10th grade in school, after church on Sundays, we get to go to Captain D's for lunch. And man, that was the bomb, going out for fish because we never ate fish. Really, G23? My mom she was good at country cooking. She just couldn't try anything. She couldn't cook anything that she didn't grow up on, put it that way. She made some good cornbread too and biscuits. She made the best biscuits anybody ever had. Biscuits and white gravy in the mornings and all. That was dynamite. I ain't never been able to cook good biscuits. I've tried my whole life and they turn out like lead balloons or hockey pucks. Well, y'all, we've been on 3 hours and 45 minutes now. So I'm going to have to sign off here. I know y'all got stuff to do too. Yeah, and that's awesome. Set on sign. That's my kind of stuff. I never had them cooked on a wood stove. G23. But look, I appreciate all y'all staying so long today. It's been great. And G23, I'm going to if I get time this week, I'm gonna try and do my uh StreamYard. So I'll be texting you and you probably get some ideas. AR said he'd help me too. So between the both of y'all, I should be able to get my StreamYard figured out. And then I can actually have some of y'all on as guests and we can sit and talk. Thank you, Jen. You have to be a guest on here with me one day too. We'll talk cooking. Oh, I will. I forgot that was coming up. I'll do that, Jen. But y'all, thank you so much. G23, I appreciate it. AR, if you're still here, I appreciate it, brother. Everybody. What did I do? I missed some of the chat. Set on sign, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Anybody still here that I don't know about, I thank y'all so much. It was a great chat. And I really enjoyed it. Good bunch of folks. That's all right, Critter. I was just saying I got to get out of here. And well, that's my kind of dinner now. I had scrambled eggs and sausage this morning just because I ate all the spam the other day. But I appreciate it, y'all. And if y'all want to, I'll see you next Sunday and we'll have some more fun. So thank you a lot. I'll see you on the next one.